As you can see, I'm finna be here to talk about my Xbox collection, the start of my Xbox collection. I never owned an Xbox other than my Xbox 360, but I never owned an original Xbox. I had friends who, down the street after school used to have it and used to just go over there and play that. I had a stepfather who had a lot of these games, but when you get to a certain age, you don't want to play with your stepdad in high school type. You know what I'm saying? I just rather go down the street to my homeboys and just play with them. You know what I'm saying? Play with your friends or whatever. But I never paid no attention to his stuff. But anyway, um, I never owned an original Xbox, so I had an Xbox 360. Um, What else can I say? Xbox 360 had that for a little bit. Then I completely stopped when they came out with what Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 was out. Never played a PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One came out. I never played none of. You just kind of grow out of the stuff a little bit. You know, and as I got older, or whatever, and I started thrifting. And so as I started thrifting, selling vintage clothes or whatever, um, I always would come across the video game section and I would see an original Xbox game or two. Of course, I see the 360, PlayStation 4 games, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. Well, not PlayStation 4. I think I see three PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2s. Sometimes PlayStation games, but the Xbox always stood out to me because it was like I never played that. PlayStation 3, I didn't care so much about. I mean, let me say that I always wondered how much those systems would cost now. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'm thinking like, dang, the Xbox is pretty old. I still see the game, so I'm trying to think. I wonder how much if I come across the Xbox, original Xbox, how much that system would cost. Because I already had the 360, so I kind of just, blah, whatever. I had it or whatever. PlayStation 3. I was thinking about that, especially the one that plays the what they call it, the backwards compatibility thing. When it can play the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1, all of it, 1, 2, and 3, all on one system. That I wouldn't have mind getting. But I heard it's real hard to come across one, and if you do and you get it for cheap, even if you get it for a decent price, it's worth it. But uh I could never really. And then I heard like those are the ones that kind of breaks down on you a lot. And I remember with the Xbox 360 with that red light stuff, that was a headache. Sometimes you in the middle of playing the games and you just go dead. Like you either got to fix it, figure it out, or I remember even going to other people, not selling, getting them, paying them to fix it or whatever. And it always just happened. So I remember going through that. And so I said, oh, the original Xbox, I don't remember the Xbox doing none of that crazy stuff. Believe that was like what, Dreamcast and all that. I think that was the last of you can actually get the system in unless you just blow it out, like, just overheat and it's dead. Like you just played hundreds of hours on it, thousands and thousands of hours on, never turned it off with it. But even if you did that with them, the Xbox, I don't think it ever had no problems with that. But anyway, so I was like, dang, let me go back to the, just regular games. I don't care so much about the new graphics and all, nothing too much about that. I just want to kind of go back and just, you know what I'm saying? So how about I'm in a thrift one day and I see an original Xbox. You see mine with the red light down there. And for some people who don't know, as you can tell with me holding it up, it's modded. My Xbox is modded, and I didn't know that. So that's what the point I'm getting to now. So how about I go in a thrift and I see an Xbox. Actually, I see two of them, and I'm like, dang, how much they want for it? They was like 10 a piece. I said, dang, do it work? They said, we don't know. So I was like, do we got the cords with it? They said, no, don't got no cords, no controllers. Just take it as it is. So I'm like, dang, like that's kind of, that's kind of like, yeah, that's just $10. You like, do you got $10 to just throw out? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just come back later. Um, they wanted $10, but sometimes, I mean, some thrift stores that have that half day color off for the week or whatever, and I believe it would have been that next week. So I was going to go in that Sunday, which is, I think, that day I went, it could have been a Thursday or Friday. So I said, dang, I wonder if them is still going to be there when I come in Sunday. I didn't go Sunday, but I went Monday, and I'm like, let me see if they still got this in here. Matter of fact, I think I hit up some other thrift stores before I went there. I said that's gonna be the last one I hit. The thrift that I seen with that two Xboxes was sitting at. So I go in there and it's just one. So I said, dang, somebody took a chance on it and got one. So I said, let me get it. Which I said I remembered the one that I seen. It had a yellow tag on it. So today's color was yellow. The day that I went in there, it was yellow. But I grabbed the Xbox, and it was a different color. So I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I said the one I seen was yellow, right? But the one on top was yellow, but the one that's just left right now that I'm looking at now is green. So that's crazy because the color that I first went into the thrift when I seen two of them, the color of the week was green. So that's bad. That was on my part because I just looked at the one on top. I didn't look at the other one. I wasn't thinking they was gonna put two different colors on it, which is kind of smart. Like, we're not gonna put two of these Xboxes with the same color on it, so somebody could come in and just get both of them half off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So dang, that was my, like, instead of just looking at both of them, I just assumed they both was yellow, but apparently maybe somebody came in on Sunday, which when they changed the colors to Sunday, I mean, on Sunday they changed it to yellow. They grabbed the one that was on top. But the one that I'm looking at now is green, which I could have got that day for $5. That's what I'm saying, instead of 10. So I would have just took a chance on the Xbox that doesn't work with just $10. But anyway, $10 is definitely not bad. How about I get the Xbox, got no cords, no controller, don't know if it works. So I have to go on Amazon. Well, Amazon is where I purchased them at. I seen them for real super cheap. I think it was like $6 shipped, like $6 to me, and they shipped it. The cord, the power, I mean the AV cord and the power cord. So, but no controller still. But at least, I mean, I wasn't gonna buy a controller if the Xbox didn't work. So I just bought the power cord, the AV, the cables. It gets to me, so I plug it up, and I see this. I see the red light. So I was like, whoa. I said, don't red light, don't it supposed to be green? I said, something ain't right with it when it's red, because I remember the Xbox 360 was the red light of death thing, the red light, the red rings of death or whatever. So I thought it was something wrong with it. So I said, oh, maybe it don't work. But it came on, and it came on to a screen like this. So I'm thinking, Xbox don't come on like this. But I see games, I see apps, and I see the other stuff on there, and I'm like, it could be modded. I said that. So I mean, I left Xbox 360 when all that stuff was. I don't believe. Well, at least I didn't know that you can do that stuff yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure people was already doing it then, but I think I went into all that, the mod and the games and your systems and having games stored on it. Um, so I said, well, I don't know if there's anything wrong with it. No, so how about I went to go open up the disk drive, right? And it does the little stuck thing. Even as right now, it gets stuck. I got to do like some type of little soft tap on the top of it. It'll open up. But I put a game disc in it, so I'm hoping if I put the game disc, even I still don't have no controllers yet. So I hope that if I put the game in the system, close it back up, it was gonna automatically play. But it didn't do that. I see it right there in the corner. Well, you can't see it on the corner, but right there in the corner it says game. Well, it would say game if it's a game disc in it, but it says no disc. But it didn't play. So I was like, dang, the game doesn't play, so I'm assuming kind of it might be broke, but I'm finna wait till I get a controller. So I actually went on one of them little sites on Poshmark, not Poshmark, like Macari or something like that. Um, they go buy a cheap controller. I bought the cheapest controller they had on that I seen on there, and but he never shipped it out. Like 3 4 days went by, but he never shipped it out. So I canceled it, got my little $6 back. It was just $6. But I seen another thrift that had controllers, but he wanted $15 a piece for his. So I'm like, whoa, like, I mean, that's some I mean, I'd rather take my chances, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not that desperate to play games, you know what I'm saying? I said, I just come across one as much as I go thrifting. You know, I go thrifting probably like 2 or 3 times out of the week. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'll say once out of the week at least. I'm gonna go one day out of the week. Um, so uh, game doesn't work. Well, I don't know if my system works or not. Got the power cords, no controller. So how about weeks later? As I'm going to the thrift or whatever, I do find games. So I ended up just buying like 2 games, which I'm gonna get into. Um, About yeah, like I said, I put in a game just in there, so I have a game. So I got 1 or 2 games. So all I need is a controller. So how about I go into another random thrift weeks later, and I see 2 Xbox controllers for $6 a piece. So I said, that's a bet. I mean, I came out. I even saved like 12, like 30, like $3 more than $3 even from getting it from that one thrift, which I know still got. Even to this day, I believe I went earlier today to that same thrift, and they still had the controller. So nobody's not buying no controllers for $15 unless they is like super clean, they feel real good, and somebody just want it that bad. But I mean, like I said, I waited, so I ended up finding 2 controllers, right? No, I found 2 controllers. Okay, so as I'm walking up to the front, I see somebody walking out with the Xbox. So I say, "Whoa!" Like he got an Xbox. Like I mean, I already got one, but I'm like, "Dang, he got an Xbox." I wonder if he like is this gonna work or not. So as I walk to the front shelf, like I said, I'm walking up to the front. They got the little glass cases, and it's an Xbox in there with a controller and all the cords to it. So I asked, "Can I see the bottom of it?" And when you look at the bottom of the system, whatever, I can tell if it's been broken into or not. It's been open because I'm looking at it as the one that I got here that I got first. It was already open and went into. So I'm just thinking like maybe somebody just messed it up, just ended up messing with it and it's messed up. That's what I'm looking at because I'm looking at it like this and I'm just thinking it's all messed up. It got a red light. I don't know. I'm thinking it's just messed up for some reason, but I don't know yet because I don't have a controller yet to be official. Um, so the Xbox that's in the thrift in the glass case with the controller and the cords and everything, they want it for $20. It wasn't broken into. So how about I just said, bet, that's a bet. I'd rather get this that comes with a controller, and I'm gonna go buy one of the controllers that I already had. I had 2 controllers, right? Remember, I already got 2 controllers in my hand that I was gonna purchase, but now I'm gonna buy the Xbox that comes with a controller and the power cords, the cords, and so now I just got I only spent $27 for the extra controller, Xbox system that comes with a controller. So bam, so now I know one of these is gonna work. So take the Xbox home. I plug up a controller to this system. I go straight to the games. Bam. And there it was. It was a list full of games. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. Yeah. So you can see that, yeah. So I go straight into, and I'm like, dang, it's got games on it. Yeah, it's modded. So I clicked on the first game, of course, and that was what the first game I had was Burnout 3. Clicked on it, and I said, oh, I remember this game. I remember this game, and this game was hella fun. I said, dang, and they all work. Like, they all work. It's all modded, man. Look at all these games I got. I ain't finna go through them all one, but it's modded. The game is modded with like 20 games on it already, and plus it has like Nintendo games, full of games. Man, this shit is like it's over like 200 games. Like Super Nintendo games is like 20 of those, and it's like 100 Super Nintendo games. I mean, not Super Nintendo, the first one, Nintendo. So I was like, that was not a bad risk. Like, just taking it. I bought this Xbox for $10. No course, didn't know if it worked. So how about the other one that I bought that hasn't been broken into? That's the one that has a little problem with it. Like it kind of glitches a little bit. Like, certain games I put in there, it works, and then some games it don't work. And it's kind of odd because if I put a game in it, it'll say DVD is not working or something like that. And I'm like, this ain't no movie. Like, but as I look online to find out what that error, whatever the error screen says, it says something about please put in a Xbox game instead of a DVD or something. It says something like that. So then I read the error problems with that, and they said pretty much that laser, which all the systems is going to do it, all of them's going to. The laser is kind of glitchy because some games would play, and some games just don't play. To say that DVD thing, please put in Xbox original Xbox game in. So that's funny, but I'll fix that later on down in the future. The lasers is not that expensive. I mean, it's like $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 or so, and I'll probably fix that up later myself because when I was messing with my first Xbox that I had got, I actually took it apart and I cleaned it out myself. So taking it apart, I mean, like I said, I haven't done this stuff in so long, man. And when I did it, I said, "Oh, all right, yeah, I still got the hang of it." I mean, as long as as long as somebody on YouTube doing it step by step, you can do it, man. So now I got two Xboxes, which this is, of course, this is the one that I play all the time, and it's hella modded. So now we're just gonna go into the games that uh going through. Been picking up lately. Let's get into some light. Let's get into some light. I'm sorry about all that. Bam. There we go. There we go. I was sitting all on the floor and everything, talking to you on the front of the TV in the dark. You see, I'm playing the game. But yeah, man. Um, as I've been ever since I got my Xbox, or whatever, I kind of been watching like some of the guys on YouTube or whatever. I guess game collectors, like those super video game collectors, and just certain people who still got their Xbox collection, or even the people that's starting to go out and find these games now because everybody everybody says it too. Like these games is like cheap as hell now. Like right now, like these in the thrift store, like you shouldn't buy no game for these no more than $5. No more than $5. And some of those I might even just set to the side because you could probably find those later. But yeah, like these games is just like $5 and cheaper. And I bought a few of them online off of Macari for like $9 shipped to me. That's not bad if that's just the game that I want. Just to have an extra game or two. But because some of the thrifts that I've been going to, then they won't have none, and I just be desperate to kind of play a little extra game or two, a different game or two. So I mean, $9 online shipped to you. I mean, like I said, it's about $5, and the shipping is like $4. So it's still not bad. Yeah, $9 for online buying a game. But I've been finding these games in the thrift, like I said, randomly. Um, very few at a time, and like they said, some of the gamers, like I said, that I watch online, they've been saying like these Xbox games is finna jump up in price in a minute. And I've heard that what's the new Xbox one called right now? Xbox. it's funny how they call that the Xbox One when I guess they call this the original Xbox, the original Xbox. Then you got Xbox 360, and you got the Xbox One. Okay, yeah, I haven't been in video gaming in a while, but they said that one. Well, I heard that the 360. They said you can play some of the games, original Xbox games, on the 360. Um, and I believe they said now, well, not now, that the Xbox One is able to play original Xbox 360, and of course the ones that's for that system, and it actually heightens up HD, makes it clear for those games. So that's cool. That's cool. I don't even think PlayStation 3, 4 can do it. Well, PlayStation 2 or 3, one of the versions can play 1, 2, and the 3 games, but Xbox One, I heard that. I heard they're doing pretty good, with playing older games on that on just that one system. But I've heard that these games they're saying is finna go up in price. They said some of these games that you find is gonna be worth some money now because it's gonna be collectors now. Like, so if you see some of these games, you might, you might want to take that chance on. I'm not gonna say you might. I mean, just saying, just for me. Okay, let me just talk about just me. I just ended up, like I said, even before I heard about all that, that these games is just it's cheap right now. I mean, I have fun with all these games right now, and I probably didn't pay no more than $20 for all this stuff versus buying a Xbox One game, PlayStation 4 game for 69, what is it, 80. I've seen some games for about 70, 80, 60. I mean, you're gonna pay about 40, $45 for a game. That's about what the price I was paying for when the Xbox 360 was out. What it was, like 59, six, yeah, it's somewhere around there. But when you get a little bit older, you be like, man, I catch it when a whole new system come out and everybody trading in game. These games will be in that $5 bin rack, especially the Xbox. These is in thrift stores right now, like I said, for $1, man. So I'm just gonna go through some of these games that I just got today, and some of the games I've been found a few days ago. And you seen my Xbox is already modded, so some of these games is actually on my Xbox already, but. Um, yeah, so I found this today in a pawn shop, man. Uh, I guess it's like a snowboarding game. Like, I don't know if it's like what's that? The is Fritter is tricky. I don't know if it's like that, but this looks like a real. This looks like a pretty like a real snowboarding game. I mean, like a real pro, like real pro. It's not none of that cartoony. So this might be a little cool. Still cool, but especially for $1. Um, you know, amped, amped freestyle snowboarder. So and I guess what they call this, complete inbox. I don't think this is complete inbox. They said some of the games when they say that means like it might have had like something a little bit more extra, so you can't consider that complete inbox because some of the games might have, like, what I'm saying, like it used to have that the Xbox Live card in it. So to the collectors and all those people, they consider that being complete inbox, I guess. But I mean, I got the game in the manual, so I mean, I don't care about all that extra special card in there, and I don't care about all, the manual is nice. The game in good condition is all I really care about. All I really care. That's like some scratches, but I haven't even put it in yet. But I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, for $1. Oh, that's my ceiling. Oh, that's my ceiling that has all those marks in it. Yeah, you see it? That's what I was looking at. Okay, I see fingerprints, but I don't think it's. No, that's not bad. That's not bad. You can look at a game and be like, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, but I wouldn't have that problem with this. I'm pretty sure this game works. But let's get into the next game. I know I've been talking. My phone says 24 minutes, almost 25, man. So I know I've been talking. I just want to tell my little Xbox story. But Ninja Gaiden. I know this guy from Dead or Alive. I played this at a Dead or Alive 2 on the Dreamcast. Now that's my game systems right there. Dreamcast, Dead or Alive. I played that, so I know him. I know this guy from that, but I didn't know that he had a good game. Like some of the characters there have their own little game, like from a fighting game or whatever. Let's just say like Mortal Kombat when they had like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, like Shaolin monks or something. Yeah, the Shaolin monks, like that game. I don't think that was a you really had to be a super Liu Kang Mortal Kombat fan to really like that. I mean that I think that Sub Zero game for like PlayStation 2 was kind of decent. Like when you used to had a little role playing game, you just run around with Sub Zero, shoot, freezing. I heard that was might have been a little decent, but I don't know about the Shaolin Monks. I don't know. I mean I haven't played it, but I mean if you had played it and you said it's cool, whatever. But that's what I'm trying to say with this. But from a guy from a fighting game and have his own game, I didn't take a chance on, but I heard this game is hard as shit. Like, I mean, hard. Like, I heard this is a hard ass game to beat. This one, I think, is another one. And I don't. I was actually finna buy this online off of Macari, and I think the cheapest one that I seen was like $12 shipped. That was I kind of just liked it and just kind of just kept it over there on the side, maybe just one day. And hey, look at that! I went into a thrift. I went into a pawn shop. I got these out of the pawn shop. Pawn shop for $1 a piece, man. Got the book in it, right? Did I open it already? Got the book in it, the manual. I mean, that's all I care about. Is the game good? Is the game good? This good? Yeah, I mean it's decent, and I mean it's gonna scratch up from spinning inside the system, but man, I got it for $1, man. Like it's $1, and they said these prices on these games might go up, so it's gonna be worth it for me to, I mean, have a little fun with it, and however long that I might keep it, I might keep it a year or two, I might keep it for 10, I might keep it forever, man. I mean, I'm not into the new systems games anymore. I'm gonna just let some of your homeboys might still be into that stuff now. I might just play that, but I'm gonna be like, man, I'm on the original Xbox. I might even collect all these. I mean, as long as I go stay thrifting, I'm finna just every time I see one and I don't have it and it's $1, I'm gonna get it. But oh man, out of watching all of these guys' video game Xbox collections, this is one of their top, like, I'm not gonna say rare, but one of the games they say is pretty good and it's up there in price. The that can be up there in price if you want to get it back. I mean, get it again for resale. And I haven't played this yet. I don't know what the hell this is. Panzer Dragoon Orta. Don't know what this is. It's some lady on some type of dragon moth. Yeah, I mean it. Like I said, I'm more of a fighter game type person. Tekken, Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, those big Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, those type of games. Even if you want to go older, Battle Arena Toshinden, Samurai Showdown. That you see what I'm saying? I know them games back then. Killer Instinct Gold, man. The Super Nintendo Killer Instinct. Those were the fighting games. I used to play a lot of those. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast, man. Those are the type of games I used. Rival Schools, Project Justice on Dreamcast, Rival Schools on the PlayStation. Those are the games I used to play. But this they said this game can easily go for $40, and I just went, like I said, I went in these that are three. I think I got three more games I just got today, but this game is worth like $40 easy. I can post this up for $40, and it's not gonna be no big hassle about like that game ain't worth $40. Like, I mean, it that's it. It is. So I mean that's a good find, man, and I want to keep it and play it to see it. I keep flipping it on the back because I'm trying to look at. Oh, okay, it got some 480p resolution, so that's one thing I need to get for my Xbox too is the HDMI cord. They have HDMI. See, I didn't even know that. Well, they must have came out with that later on because it definitely wasn't no HD when the original Xbox was out. So I mean, either get those that blue HD component cords, whatever they call that, You know when they got the blue, green, and some other color. I think blue, green. Of course, you got the sound colors, but I think it was like one more odd color, some other color. But you play the HD. It has the HD quality to it because these games is like 480p, 720p. Some of them, the ones that I got like one or two of them that's 720p. So I mean, you can get some good resolution still out of these games, man. $40, man. Got it for $1 at a pawn shop, man. I bought this online. I was just talking about y'all with Dead or Alive. Had to get this. I love the way the Dead or Alive on the Dreamcast comes on. I love how that music comes on, man. I love how it comes on. But apparently this doesn't come on like that. It doesn't come on like the Dreamcast, but it gets the Aerosmith. I believe that's what his name is. Welcome to the jungle. We got running game. I know that from San Andreas. Yeah, he cool. He cool. Man. Dead or Alive 1. I haven't even played the first one, but it comes with two games. Got the Dead or Alive 1 from PlayStation on the Xbox with the Xbox graphics looks to it. I mean, there's no pictures on this, but this game looks. You can tell when you put in this game in, and you'd be like, this was supposed to be on the Xbox. I mean, PlayStation, and you put it, and you be like, this ain't PlayStation graphics. Like, have you seen the first Tekken? Whoa, well, we came a long way, but you know, and Dead or Alive 2, I know that from the back of my hand. And they call this Dead or Alive Ultimate 2. They call it Dead or Alive Ultimate 2. And this game, well, there's the back of it right there. This game looks beautiful, man. This game is so nice, man. Oh man, I just wish that intro came on just like the Dreamcast. But I'm gonna go find me a Dreamcast, and I'm gonna get that Dead or Alive 2 game just to hear that intro. But this is the bad game, man. Like simple fighting, nothing too, I mean, and it's still. I mean, somebody could still walk in your room and go, "What is this, PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One?" It's still, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, but it still looks good, man. I mean, somebody would not believe that this is an Xbox system that you're playing this on. So Dead or Alive 2, man. I'm definitely keeping this. Even if I get rid of some of these games or whatever, that's gonna be a must keep. And I'm gonna go through some of these games, and if I end up just loving it and just liking it, man, I can see myself playing it again. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just keep them. Sims, you already know who I got that for. I don't even. This is in 720p. They got to see 720. So Sims is looking good. Can look good if you get the HDMI cord. So I mean, hey, I mean, if you believe I'm playing the Sims, man, yeah, okay, use a sucker. But I never play Sims. Never would play that. That's just me. That's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just don't. There's other games I can play other than that. Crazy Taxi 3. Probably would never play this game. I played it on the Dreamcast, no gonna lie. But I mean, you can already tell that's somebody else plays that or would like to play that. Or your lady friend might want to play that. Or I I could see myself putting in Crazy Taxi on some just wanna just throw something in but I'm not playing Crazy Taxi either. Ghost Recon. Now I got this out the thrift probably for like $3. Got some other disc in the DVD or something, but they don't play. They do not play. Hold on, something came up on my screen, phone screen. But this game does not play, and I want this to play so bad. I want a Call of Duty up to date, like Call of Duty, like game. I used to play Black Ops 2 on the 360, and I don't know who didn't play Black Ops 2. But some people probably didn't. But I mean, I know I had fun with it. So I mean, this is supposed to just kind of probably as close as I can. I mean, the graphics don't look bad. I heard Ghost Recon is all pretty good games. I never played it, but I believe this is what this came out 2005 6. I think this is a 6, so this is up to date. I mean, kind of still up to date. And like I said, I looked at some reviews and it does look good. So I need to go to one of them shops or somebody who know how to refurbish those games, resurface those games. And yes, I did the little alcohol wipe, and I heard even somebody putting toothpaste and deodorant on it or some mess like that. And a couple people I seen put a game in, didn't work, and they put it in, and it so happened it did work. So I did try that. I tried it, it didn't work, so I left it alone. Um, oh, I got this game too. I seen this on somebody's Xbox original Xbox game collection, and they said this is just a fun party game, just to have 4 people play. Um, that's what they call it, party. Like just 4 people can pick up the controller and just easily play. Just jump, and throw the ball or something like that. It's like mini games. It's like 4 people can play like the little mini games, and that's all that was. That and it's and honestly it's worth a little bit too. It's like a nice solid $10. $10 game. So for me getting it for $1, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You can't go bad with any game for $1. Believe that. But whoa, I remember this. Like I told you, I said my homeboy used to have an Xbox. We used to go to his house and he had this game. This right here. I don't think anybody ever played that. But this game here. Whoa. This game is nice, and I had a Dreamcast. I didn't play it on a Dreamcast. I played this on the Xbox, and this is why I really want. Matter of fact, that's the reason why I've reached out to go. I mean, went out so hard to go find an Xbox, original Xbox system, is because I seen this case in a thrift, and I said I need to get a fucking Xbox. So I didn't know if I was gonna grab this game first and then try to find an Xbox later. I said nah. I said let me see if I find an Xbox. So how about I found that Xbox first? So I went back to go to the thrift store where I seen this case was at. They still had the case, but no disc was in it. So you had to go up the front and had to find the numbers, find the game in the back in one of those little the little boxes where they keep the games at. The game that was the same number as this on the case, whatever they had, like a case number or the CD number, that was not the game for this game. And I was so mad. I was like, wow. Like, you mean to tell me that's why this game is sitting there for so long? Like, I know everybody grabbed this game, went up to the front, and was like, that ain't the game. You was like, no. So I ended up finding this at another thrift somewhere, and I was so happy. I was so happy. Open up, had the book to it. We got both of the books to it. Matter of fact, like it came with 2 books, like the Jet Set Radio Future, that and the Sega GT. So that was, just to be on some collector side, and if you ever wanted to resell it, like you don't want that. If somebody could say, but if somebody wanted to say that, like, do it come with the manual? Like you really finna be looking at the manual playing this game now? But yeah, and you know, this game's not worth nothing. But I heard they do got a game case for just this. They don't have that the Sega GT. It's just a whole case for the Jet Set Radio Future game. And I heard that. I mean, that's pretty pricey. I heard that's like about $20, like a solid $20 game. So if you find that for $1, I mean, that's a good come up on that too. Um, Agent Under Fire. This game looks so much like a Nintendo 64 game to me. I mean, playing it feels the arcade feel. Like I played it. I actually have this downloaded on my modded Xbox already. So, but it's good to have a hard copy just in case. Something might be funny with that modded Xbox. I mean, reason why I say that because my Grand Theft Auto 3 doesn't load up anymore. I wonder what the problem with that is. Like I started playing it, and as I'm getting into it, and it just froze. Like all the other games played, but that one. So that's weird. But anyways, got the Agent on the Fire 007. I do not know what, like I said, the same friend that had this that I used to go over and play. He had one of these games. I do not know what it is. I need to figure out which one it is. So I guess I got to collect all the 007 games for the Xbox. But one of these games had that multiplayer like shootout. What they call it? You run around shooting each other on maps, and I just remember this dude had a hat that he throws across the screen, and he used to just one hit kill you. I used to be so mad because he'll have no gun in his hand, but he'll kill me with the hat. Oh my god, that was so funny. I remember it was like a little helicopter that it'll be like a little helicopter, little icon or something in a corner or something, and if you ran into it, your body will stay there, but you'll shoot off into this little what they call those little helicopters now that be flying around, the kids be playing with. Drones. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting old school. I'm not old, but I'm getting there. Like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, man. But yeah, you fly around with the little drone thing and the little helicopter, like a third person view or whatever, and you can just and you can fly through the houses, whatever game that was. I don't know if you can do this on here because all I'm doing is playing the story mode, and yeah, it says 4 players, so I don't think it's this one, but it's one of these games. One of these games, and we had so much fun. That's why I want to collect the old Xbox games because it's just those memories that's coming. In the middle of the game, I'll just laugh and just be like, "I used to play this all the time. I remember that." Like, that's all. That's just little stuff like that. Um, Need for Speed Underground 2. I don't know if you did not play this or Midnight Club. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, if you didn't play one of these, one or the other, man, yeah. I don't know. You probably was a square or something. Like for real, you had to. Everybody played one of these games, one of those races, Need for Speed or Midnight Club. Played one of the Spider Man 2. I'm a big Spider Man fan. Um, I like how they doing with the movies. I always been a fan of the '90s Spider Man, Stan Lee um, series, the episodes of those. Um, I mean, and especially the first 1, 2, and 3 Spider Mans. I mean, even though they kind of threw me off when I first seen Spider Man shoot the web out, he was actually shooting a web out his hand. That always threw me off as a kid. When I first saw it, I said that Spider Man doesn't do that. Like Spider Man has the thing on his hand, like like that's why he presses the button, like that's why he shoots with his hands like that. That's what he's doing. That's why he'll run out of web is when he's falling. He'll go, "Oh, I need web cartridges," like that. That all, but anyways, good acting by I forgot what his name is, Toby. Yeah, Toby. Good actor. That's who I see as Spider Man. The other guy, what his name was, Andrew Garfield or something. Um, I love the storyline of that Amazing Spider-Man, but I don't think the other side of the Spider-Man was good. It was more like the first three with this one. The first three, the fighting was good, but the storyline was kind of just a little. Like I said, as far as with the shooting the web at his hand, oh, they messed up with Eddie Brock. Oh, oh, like they just threw him in there just to end the series. Like, oh, we're just gonna throw it. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. But Doc Ock was fire. And the Hobgoblin was pretty good too. But um, so Spider Man, I love Spider Man. So X Men, I'm a big Marvel fan, as you can see. Well, let's try to see. Wolverine is my favorite X Men. I love Storm, man. I love all these characters, man. All of them, man. And this is actually in 720p. So, like I said, man, for $1 game, man, $3 game, you can get you a nice, decent quality game. And these games might be a little up in value in a minute as far, but I'm not looking all into that to resell it and all that stuff. I'm gonna just have fun with these games, and maybe in the future, maybe it will be like, oh wow, I can get rid of these for this price, and like I mean, or just even just half that. half the price that it's worth. Like it wouldn't hurt me because I got them for $1, man. Outlaws Golf 2. This is a funny game. I swear this game is no, it's not. It don't look bad. It's not HD, but it don't look bad. This is a funny game. Like I mean the humor in it is funny. Funny game. It's not a good golf game, but it's fun. You have fun playing it. Like it's almost like a Blitz, NFL Blitz version of golf. That's all that is. It's fun to play, especially with other people. Oh, you definitely gotta have this. San Andreas, you gotta have one of the GTAs, or at least all of them. And this was my favorite when I first played this. I, I, s- I said this is, the gangster side of, not gangster, but the hood, black hood, criminals, rapper type. That was funny to me. That was funny. And this is the second edition, which when I looked up the price value of this, it's a little bit more than the regular Xbox Grand Theft Auto version of it, I guess. And I believe the Platinum Hits is a little bit worth more than this one. I don't know why, but um, yeah, Grand Theft. Do it come with the book? Got the map. See, and that's what they mean by like complete. Like if it came like with stuff like this and like a card or something, they say it's not complete. Like complete means whatever it came with originally would come with. That's what complete is. So I mean, that's for the collectors. But I mean, as long as I got, like I said, a book and the game disc is in good condition, I'm good with that. And this is another game I got today from the pawn shop too for $1. Was this Vex? I just started off from the beginning. Played through the little how to move around and how to fight or whatever. And it doesn't seem bad. It's a little creepy too. Like to be honest with you, like I 480p. Um, I mean, creepy is like the sound. It tries to get you there, but you know, it's not bad. I mean, I'm gonna look into playing this, but right now I'm actually into this game called Strangers of Wrath or something. It's Strangers of Wrath. If you don't know what that is, yeah, that's downloaded on my modded Xbox, but it's something like this, I guess, like some cowboy, some type of creature cowboy. Not this game, but the game I'm playing, Stranger's Wrath. It's like some type of creature who was a bounty hunter, and he talks real cowboyish, like and he's out there bounty hunting on some of these guys, terrorizing this town. But anyway, uh, Halo. I got this downloaded on the modded Xbox. But dang, this is a nice cover. I mean, I like that holographic, and for it to be the game of the year, like yeah, that you can't have original Xbox without this game, man. You cannot have this. I did not play the first one, but right now on my modern Xbox, I am going through the first one. But I started off on the second one. But yeah, this came with the box. I mean, with the manual and a clean disc as well. Is this HD? No, this not even the HD, and it don't look bad as I'm playing it. This is where it all started with. Oh man, this game, man, 4 players. Slayer, playing with that invisible hologram cloaking little visible, and oh man, see, this is probably complete. Like, I got that. What else? Was it something else? It was like some other little thing. So this would be probably considered complete unless there's something else missing. But I'm just saying, got some manual and some other little stuff. Clean this. Gonna play that. Oh, when I got some full time. Cause when I go into this, I'm finna be all the way in it. But I'm playing one right now, which I never played. So, but I got this for $1. Got another Halo 2 without no cover. And the reason I got three is you can see I got three of them. I just put one. I got three. So let me tell you, I found this one first. It was just in case. I said I'll take it. Bam. Got that. So then how about I got this, another Halo game, and so I got one and two Halo. So I got these at the same time because the day I found these, they wanted $5 a piece at the thrift. So I said, damn, $10. I said, I ain't gonna spend 10 because I already got Halo 1 downloaded on the Xbox and I already got one right here, but I want the one with the case to it. So how about somehow I got lost going to a thrift the next day and I ended up back to the one that I went to yesterday. So I said, this might as well just go in here. So went back in there, went to go see these games were still there. They were still there, and it was Sunday. So at Goodwill's on Sunday, that's when the colors changed. And as you can see, it was yellow. So it was the color of the day was yellow. So I ended up getting these for $2.50 a piece, so $5. So I got buy one get one free versus buying two for 10. So that was cool. So that's why I did that. I got the first one. I just wanted a hard copy for it, and I didn't have a case for this one. So then, how about, like I said, I went to the pawn shop and I got this for $1. So I said I only get it if it's $1. And I didn't know that all these games was $1 yet till I went to the register, but it had the book to it. So I said, man, might as well just get it. It's just $1. So that's how I ended up with three Halo 2s. And I mean, they might be worth something, a little bit more money, or either I could put it in a package bundle later on in the future. I mean, you got to think ahead sometimes. But, Shumu 2. I never played, I think I did grab this for the Dreamcast. No, I did. I got this for the Dreamcast, and I think it had like 4 discs or something, like 3 discs. Uh, I want to say I beat the first one or something, but when I went to the second disc, it didn't play, so I was upset about it. So I don't know if I just went back to GameStop and traded it in. GameStop was whoa, like back then. Whoa, I mean, even back then they was still giving you like $3, $4 for a game, like, yeah, they dream PlayStation 2 don't feel well. It just only got bad when you got to PlayStation 3s and all that because you buying the games for like $60 and you turn right back around and they only like $3. We'll give you $3 for it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, buddy? Because we gonna put this right back up in your face. We're gonna tag it in your face for 35. But Shumo 2, um, I never played it. I always knew it was a good game. And I mean, I honestly, as soon as I got it, I bought this online for $9 shipped to me. So, and everybody says this game is definitely going to go up in value. So, I just went ahead and grabbed me one ASAP. So, while they were still on Mercari, well, the cheapest ones. Now, everybody got their own set prices. Some people I see for 40, 50, but then when you see about three, four, five, six people for it for like $9 ship, like I mean, like yeah, you might want to. I don't know, but yeah. So this was, and it doesn't look bad at all. It looks good. It says HD, so it doesn't say like what quality. It just says HD TV, so I don't know what quality that is, but that could just be 480p. That could be anything, but it looks good. Last but not least, Ghost Recon, the first one, not the Advanced Warfare. This is the first one. Everybody said when this game first came out, they said this was the beginning. This was the beginning with the sniping and one of buzz heads. This was it right here. And I never played it. I started off with like um, Halo 2, and I got into Call of Duty Black Ops, the Black Ops version of that game. But just definitely throwback. I can tell you that. It's gonna have to be one of these days. I just got to be able to sit still and just get into these graphics. Cause boy, I was running across this big field with no trees, and I was getting shot at. Like this night King take cover no while. But yeah, this probably be fun just to play one day. Uh, but that's all my video game collection so far. And what's crazy about it is I watch a lot of people on YouTube collecting Xbox games and where they get the games from or whatever. And of course, they do the Goodwills, the thrifts, the pawn shops or whatever. And somebody was saying like they occasionally go on Craigslist. And how about I just did it? I just said, let me try Craigslist. It's somebody in my area with 400 original Xbox games right now for sale. All I could do was just get that number, and I'm almost not scared, but just kind of, you just, I don't want to hit them up right now when they just want to set it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't have the money for it, like the extra money for it. So I know it's gonna be a couple $100, but just the fact, like, if somebody was to say, like, I just want 150 for it right now, like, what? Like, I don't even want to be in that position to hear that, or I don't even want to hear them just to blow my mind out. Like, they just put it up like a month ago. So I'm going to actually just keep checking back like every 30 days to see if it's still there. I actually don't even want to cheat that way and just get a handful of it. I like, all this tells a story. See, I won't be able to tell a story with each one of these games that I find, what the price was, how my face looked at when so I'm like, oh shit, oh, I got, like when I seen that Panzer Dragoon, like I already knew that was a game that this was like one of the top 20 games that you know what I'm saying? So it's that like, so when I found that and I said, how much are these games? And they said, oh man, Xbox, regular Xbox, they're $1 a piece. I said, "Shoo, let me play that. Let me get Ninja Gaiden. Let me get Amp. I don't even know what that is. Let me get Frenzy, Fusion Frenzy. Let me get that. A Halo 2. I already got another copy. I already got 2 copies. Matter of fact, let me grab that. What else? What else? Like, I honestly just grabbed all the Xbox games except the sports. Like honestly, so that's why I don't really care for it. But I mean, honestly, I mean, if they just want to, that's why I said I'm gonna wait until, if they sit up there for like 6-7 months and it's still up there. Yeah, like I mean, I'll definitely run up there and grab all those games and just be like, man, I just got a 300 games for $300, man. That's $1 a piece, maybe 250. You know what I'm saying? If I come out there and go and get it from you, because I believe they stay like 30 minutes, like 45 minutes away from exactly where I'm at. So that's almost like an hour. So I'm gonna be like, hey, if I come out to you, or you gonna come out to me? Like, if they just say, hey, come up to me, I'll give you a good deal, just get them out. I might do that, but right now I'm not thinking about it. And maybe y'all will see a video on my channel of me 6 months later saying like, "Hey, remember when I said this earlier in the year? I went ahead and grabbed those Xbox games from somebody for cheap, man." So I'll do that then. But as of right now, this is my little baby collection right here. It's nothing crazy, man. Like I said, I mean, video games is getting expensive. Um, I even seen a video yesterday, last night, when they announced about that Google streaming of games. Man, so that's gonna change the game if they do it right, or just put ideas into other Sony and all these other game systems. Man, I heard Google is gonna have it to where you can instantly stream a game instantly. So what I'm saying is, from what I understand is, you see a game commercial or a ad or something, and they say you want this game now instantly, you buy it right there. Just click and you right in that plan. So that's gonna change. Like nobody's gonna go to GameStops no more. It's almost like going to Blockbuster when we used to go to Blockbuster and rent a DVD. I mean, a VHS and stuff, and got to bring it back by Tuesday, like that. Like that is over with. This is price. So this is why it's going to be another reason these games is going to be hard to is going up in price, because these physical forms is the physical disc, because now it's like people gonna rely on internet. So that's the whole thing about the Google. They trying to talk like, what type of internet speed we gotta have. Is it gonna be reliable? Because nobody's gonna buy that crap, and they one day they can't play none of the games they done bought, stored in cloud and all that stuff. Like, so I mean, I don't know. So is right now, I mean, hey, like, shoot, you can never go wrong with these. So it's almost gonna be like somebody's gonna have they old system sitting around somewhere that they don't have to play online, man. Um, so this is probably gonna be my last system that I ever, well, not my last, but like, I'm gonna go back if I find, like, Dreamcast and all that stuff. I'll probably grab those. No, I will grab those, but I'm not going into the Xbox ones and PlayStation 4s and 5s or X, whatever they finna come out later on in the future. But right now, man, I'm finna end my long ass video of me blabbing about this sorry ass system. Some of these people, man, y'all probably gonna kill me in the comments. I don't care. But I mean, I'm just talking, man. So hey, peace out. Maybe I will have that 300 Xbox collection later on. So like I said, follow me on Instagram, Young Thrift King, and yeah.